Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition Show, the 2023-24 College Basketball Predictions Show. This is part 5, and this will be the Pac-12. Last hurrah for this conference. I don't know if the Pac-12 will be as good as the Pac-12 in college football this year, but we shall see. So let's get right to it. I have winning the Pac-12 conference, the Arizona Wildcats. This team is absolutely loaded, led by Omar Balo, Kylan Boswell, and Caleb Love, who comes in from North Carolina. Tommy Lloyd in year 3. They do lose Kirk Risa to West Virginia, which is a big deal. But I do think that this Wildcats team is here to be the best in the Pac-12. Coming in second, I have the USC Trojans. This USC team, I think, is going to be pretty good. Andy Enfield's been there a long time now, 11 years, which is crazy. Isaiah Collier is one of the best freshmen in the country. Boogie Ellis is really good as well. He's still there. Kobe Johnson. So this team's loaded. Third, I have the UCLA Bruins. I think they take a little bit of a step back from the good run they've had with those players that they had, like Jaime Jaquez and some of the other players they had there. Amari Bailey and Tiger Campbell and Jalen Clark. So I think they're going to miss those guys. Mick Cronin's in year 5. They have some guys coming in. They have some 4 stars, which is good for them. Adam Bona's still there. And then Ade Mara should be a good impact freshman for them. Fourth, I have the Colorado Buffaloes. I think that Colorado's actually going to be pretty good this year. Todd Boyle's an outstanding coach. They have a lot of talent. Tristan Da Silva, KJ Simpson, and then Cody Williams, a good young freshman coming in. In 6th, I have the Oregon Ducks, or 5th, I mean. I think they're going to be good. And Feli Dante is a really good big man. Kwame Evans Jr. is a good freshman they have coming in that should help. And then Dana Altman's one of the best in the business. He's in 14 years there already. 6th, I have the Utah Utes. Utah's a good team. Brendan Carlson, the grad center, will lead the way. And Craig Smith's in year 3 there already, which is crazy. 7th, I have Stanford. I think Stanford's actually going to be pretty good this year. They have some talent returning. Spencer Jones, the 5th-year forward, obviously. And then Gerard Haas is in 8 years already at Stanford. 8th, I have the Huskies of Washington. Mike Hopkins is already in year 7, which is crazy. Everybody thought that was going to be the long-term replacement for Jim Boeheim, but obviously not the case. Keon Brooks Jr., really good player. Coming in 9th, I have the Arizona State Sun Devils. I think Arizona State's going to be taking a big step back. They really just don't have the talent they used to. Bobby Hurley in year 9. I think Bobby Hurley's on the hot seat. Marcus Bagley's gone. They have Adam Miller coming in from LSU. They have some good recruits coming in, too. But I just don't think Arizona State's going to be any good. Now I have 10th, Cal. Cal actually has some talent. A 6-year player of Fordozo Meek is still there, amazingly enough. For Cal in year 6, I guess it's like COVID eligibility and whatnot. And they have a new coach in Mark Madsen. 11th, I have Oregon State. I don't think Oregon State's very good. They do have a good player in Jordan Pope. Wayne Tickle in year 10, amazingly enough. They do lose some key transfers, though. And in the cellar, I have the Washington State Cougars. Washington State's bad. Kyle Smith in year 5. They were actually pretty good last year. And they actually made the NIT, but they're just not good. They do lose a lot of guys. Justin Powell to the draft. Muhammad Gouye to the draft. A lot of transfers they lost. They have some good recruits coming in, which is good. Ruben Chinula's a good recruit coming in, and Andre Jakumovsky is still there as well. All right. Player of the year, I'm going to go with Omar Belo of Arizona. I think he is a dominant big man, and Arizona bigs tend to do pretty good. DeAndre Ayton we saw dominate at Arizona, among others. Coach of the year, I'm going to go Todd Boyle at Colorado. I think he's put together a nice roster, and they make the dance because of it. Freshman of the year, Isaiah Collier of USC. This was an obvious one. He's the best freshman in this conference. He's going to be up there for the freshman of the year in the country as well. And he'll help USC get back to winning ways with Andy Enfield. All right, bold prediction for this conference. I think there's going to be multiple coaching changes in this league. I feel like I've said this a lot. I do not think Kyle Smith's on the hot seat. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Wayne Tinkle, I think, will be out at Oregon State. I think Stanford will get rid of Gerard Haas. And I think there's a possibility that Hopkins is in trouble, too. They did not have a good year last year, and maybe they want some new blood before going to the Big Ten. So I think he's in trouble. I think Boyle's safe. So I'm going to say multiple guys. Oh, and Bobby Hurley's going to move on from Arizona State. That's the other one. Duh. We thought he was going to move on last year, but he didn't. We thought he was a possible St. John's candidate if Pitino didn't end up there. But I do think Bobby Hurley will leave Arizona State, whether he's fired or he goes to another job. And there's a lot of speculation a couple years ago when UCLA was open that he was going to end up there, but ended up going to Mick Cronin, formerly of Cincinnati. So that's another one that is absolutely, I think, in play to leave or to get fired. But I also could see him doing what Shaka did with Texas. He leaves Texas and goes to Marquette. Maybe he leaves Arizona State and goes to... Would he go somewhere in conference? Would he go to, like, Oregon State? That'd be weird. Maybe he leaves Zona State and goes to West Virginia. That'd be a good hire if West Virginia ended up with Bobby Hurley. That would be amazing. So that's just one I thought about right off the bat. So I think something along those lines could be in play for Mr. Bobby Hurley. All right, Ewing theory with this conference. UCLA sticks out to me with Jaquez and Tyga Campbell and that whole group. There's a couple other ones that I could think about. Maybe some of the SC transfers. A sad one, but Gavin Baxter, maybe, of Utah. Maybe some of those Arizona State transfers. Maybe Kirk Risa of Arizona. So there's a lot of Ewing theory potential with the Pac-12. So odds for this conference. Arizona's the favorite at plus 180. USC is plus 410. Colorado 650. UCLA 7-1. Oregon 950. Stanford's 11-1. Utah 13. Washington 22. Cal 30. Arizona and Wazoo 40, and Oregon State a whopping 250-1. But how is Oregon State a longer shot than Wazoo? Someone explain that to me. But I think the value could be on Oregon at plus 950. Bounce back for Dana Altman and company. They have some talent there. So I could see Oregon being it. But UCLA 7-1 is also a good one. Colorado has talent. So that's another good one at plus 650. But I really like UCLA at 7-1 with Ade Mara coming in and then Adam Bona in year 2. So maybe that's the value play at 7-1. If there's a double-digit one, I would like it's Utah at 14. All right, tournament teams. Arizona, USC, UCLA, Colorado, Oregon, I think, make it. NIT, Utah, Stanford, Washington, and then Arizona State just misses. And then we're talking about where Bobby Hurley's heading next. I think that's obviously a big subplot for the Pac-12. And obviously the other biggest subplot of the Pac-12 is the realignment. Only Wazoo and Oregon State remain in this conference, and those are the two teams I have finishing in the bottom 2 of the league. Arizona, Big 12 next year. USC, Big 10. UCLA, Big 10. Colorado, Big 12. Oregon, Big 10. Utah, Big 12. Stanford, ACC. Washington, Pac-10, or Big 10. Arizona State, Big 12. Cal, ACC. So a lot of turnover, obviously, in this league. So rest in peace to the Pac-12 as I just unveiled my final OG Pac-12 2023-24 college basketball season predictions. Next up will be the SEC.